Hi, this is Simon. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, guys, today I'm gonna focus on a random question. Right? So, I picked a question based on how to use the K method. So, if you don't know how to use the K method, you are welcome. And if you have been struggling, okay, to understand how it works with certain or different questions, you are also welcome. We are going to look at that just right on this channel. So guys, please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe on this channel and like if you like the video, and if you believe that this channel needs to reach out to people out there, just share. Okay, just share with people. And if you don't want to miss out on each and every single video that I'm posting here, you need to hit the notification bell. All right, so the K method. Okay, so the substitution of K on a complicated equation. Okay, on a complicated equation, you find that if you are to multiply or divide whatever it is, it's gonna get complicated. So we rather uh, use the K method for, simplicity. Right? So K method, we are going to look at how to use the K method. So the first example that I'm going to I mean use here is x squared minus 3x. X squared minus 3x is equal to, okay, is equal to 1 over x squared minus 3x. So if not for the K method, this equation gets kind of complicated. As you can see, we have x squared. So for simplicity, guys, if you have this kind of equations, please use the K method. So we are going to look at a number of questions on how to use it. Okay, use it correctly. Look at this denominator here, is the same as these terms here. All right, it's the same as this term. So in this case, if we have something like this, okay, if we have something like this that is the same, or if we can make it the same, then we make it the same. Right now, because we have this, we don't have to make it the same. It's just the same, I mean terms. Right, so let us substitute this. Let us let K to be these terms here. So let K, okay, let K equal to x squared minus 3x. So this means that where there is K, I'm sorry, where there is x squared minus 3x, we are going to sub that with K. So the expression is going to be K, move it and see what I think I forgot that. Okay, K is equal to, K is equal to 1 divided by a K. So this is how simplified, or this is how fine it is. You see, compared to the above equation, this looks way much better. Okay, so what do you do when you get to the stage? Definitely, as usual, okay, we multiply everything, okay, by K. So here we're gonna get K times K, that is K squared is equal to the K, and the K divides, it's equal to 1. Okay, so this is a difference of two squares, but I'm going to use a root, to solve this. All right, so I'm going to use a root to solve this. The root of k squared is equal to plus or minus, don't forget that, the 1. So k, this and that divides, k is equal to plus or minus 1. Okay, so guys, we are not solving for k, but we're just using the k method to escape the complication. So don't forget to sub back the original, right? That is x squared minus 3x. We are solving for x, so k is x squared minus 3x is equal to plus or minus 1. So you gotta put this in standard form, right? Meaning that we have x squared minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0, or x squared minus 3x plus 1 is equal to a 0. So I'm not gonna really waste time on this. This is like a quadratic equation, so my focus is on how to use the k method. So this is a quadratic equation, guys. My very first video on solve for x, some of the questions I used a lot. Some of them, they are named how to use the quadratic formula, so they are on this channel. If you want to learn how to use them, please grab them and start watching. Right, so you're gonna go ahead and use the formula. Okay, so check your b, check your a, your b, and your c. So the b in this case is -3, and sorry, okay, plus or minus. Okay, the b is -3 squared minus 4, a is 1, c -1, the first one, all these divided by 2a. So this is how you substitute into the quadratic formula. So make sure everything looks nice when you write, so everything looks clean. So this is the formula we're going to use here. So whatever value for x that you're going to get, right, whatever value you're going to get, you need to substitute here, not here, right? So I think that's it. We did everything. Okay, sorry. So whatever value you're going to get is going to be the x, right? It's going to be the x. We have passed this stage. Okay, and you do the same for the second equation. All right, great. Let us look at another example. I'm not going to solve that. Okay, so what is the next equation? The next equation is 2x squared minus 8x minus 2, or minus 3, sorry, divided by x squared minus 3x, okay, minus thing that is, I'm not copying this right. Okay, I'm not copying this right. Let me write it. It's 2x squared minus 8x, and then minus thing, this is 2x minus x minus 4. Okay, yeah, this is the equation, is equal to 2. So this is the equation. So you need to see this, you need to be kind of more focused and more wise to um, not miss out on um, how to use the K method. So we're going to use the K method here. First, we need to multiply this, because to me this looks the same as this. Okay, so but we need to first multiply. We're gonna write down that as it is, minus 3, the numerator, 2x times the x. We're gonna receive 2x squared minus 2x times 4, that is 8x, then is equal to 2. So guys, you can see that maybe the tricky part was just here for us not to use the K method to struggle, but fortunately we just saw that. Right, so let's continue. So as we can see that this is the same as that, so we're gonna let um, k equal to 2x squared minus 8x. So where there is 2x squared minus 8x, we're gonna let k there. Okay, divided by k is equal to a2. So right here we're going to multiply every term by k. You multiply the first by k, you multiply this by k, multiply that by k. So you're gonna receive k squared minus 3, because this and that cancels, is equal to 2k. So let's put everything in the standard form of a quadratic. We have something like this. So this is pretty straight to, I mean, the point, because this is something that we can factorize. Okay, but that is not my main focus. Okay, so the factors of 3 is 3 and 1, then we're gonna have, okay, so k is equal to -1, or k is equal to 3, right? But now when you reach this stage, you need to sub back. Okay, sub back what was k. So k is 2x squared minus 8x, then we equate that to -1, or 2x squared, that is for k, minus 8x is equal to 3. So we put everything 3, we put everything in standard form of a quadratic equation. Plus 1 is equal to 0, and 2x squared minus 8x minus 3 is equal to 0. So from here, guys, you can use the quadratic formula, or if it's possible to factorize, we can factorize this and we go ahead and solve for x. Right, so that is how we do this problem. Now let's just move on and look at something even more interesting compared to this. Okay, something that can be tricky, right? That is x x to the power of 2 over 3. Okay, 2 over 3, and then minus x to the power of 1 over 3 is equal to just a6. Okay, so how do you solve these type of questions? How do we solve this type of questions? Can we use the K method? Yes, we can use the K method. This is the lowest power, so the lowest power I'm going to make it not just the lowest power, but this lowest power is going to help me, to pick which terms between this and that, which term to sub as k, right? Because this is the lowest power, I'm going to pick this whole term and make it a k, because I can see that this 2 over 3 is obtainable, right, from this 1 over 3, all right, by a2. So I'm going to let k equal to x to the power of 1 over 3, right? So let's just now sub. Then k is going to be the first term is going to be k squared minus k is equal to 6. Why we say k squared? Why do we write k squared? Remember, k is 1 over 3, so 1 over 3 times 2, right, times 2, it will lead us to 2 over 3. So it means that this k is left out, or is in short of 2, in order to be 2 over 3, to be this first term. So we needed this 2 here, right? So the k there is that, and we have everything perfect, right? So put everything in the standard form of a quadratic equation, and if it's possible, we factorize, right? K distribution 3 and 2, okay, negative, positive, k is equal to negative 2, or k is equal to 3, but we are not solving for k. So where there is k, we sub the original, that was x to the 1 over 3 is equal to negative 2, or x to the 1 over 3 is equal to 3. So from here, you're going to multiply by the reciprocal, okay, that is negative 2 times 3 over 1, or x 1 over 3 is equal to 3 times, okay, times 3 over 1 times 3 over 1, right? So I hope you guys can see here what I'm trying to do, right? So I'm trying to eliminate the powers, right? So that is why I'm doing all of this. Okay, so what is it that we have? We're gonna have negative 8 for this, or x is equal to 3 to the 3, that is 27. So I just did this because it's kind of different, right? So yeah, if the following examples will be the same, I'll just leave it from the top and you guys will finish by yourselves. Okay, let us look at another example. Let's look at another example. Okay, let's just look at another example. Let's look at another one. So okay, this will be like this, 2x plus, okay, x to the half. Okay, I think that is horrible. Oh, why is it repeating? Okay, that's much better. 2x plus x to the half minus a 3 is equal to a 0. Okay, so how will you apply the k factor? You need to be more careful. Okay, just like we did on the previous, I'll just consider, right, the x with the lowest power. Okay, in this case half is, lower compared to 1, because this x is to the power 1, this is to the power half. So I'm going to make this, or let this be k. So let k equal to x to the half, right? So that is what it is, and what is left of me is to make sure that this x is also turned into k. But how do I turn this into k? How do I turn this into k? So I know that I can turn this into k, right? I can turn this into k if I make it to the power of 2, right? Because k is x to the power of half. If you multiply this half by the reciprocal of half, which is 2, then I'm going to remain with the x, right? So that is how it's going to be. That is 2k squared plus k minus 3 is equal to 0. So if this is possible to factorize, you go ahead and factorize. If not, I encourage you to use the quadratic formula. All right, so you guys need to be careful when dealing with that. So this is how pretty easy it is. Let us move on and look at our last example. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. As I promise, there are number of videos, okay, coming. Okay, so keep yourself posted, keep yourself on this channel, so that you don't miss out. All right, let's look at the last example. Our last example is 3 to the power 1 over 5. Okay, 1 over 5, 1 over 5 plus, okay, x to the power negative 1 over 5, right, is equal to 2. Very interesting question, but easy at the very same time. So if we can find out the tricky part, then we'll be able to do so. Let us look at, before we can even consider the lowest common fact, this thing, there is something that we can apply before that, before looking at the lowest common, the lowest power, right, which will be this one here. But there's something that we need to consider, that is, look at this power, it is negative, right? If we change it to be a positive power, right, which means we will not have to worry about changing k or doing anything funny, right? So if we can make this power positive, how can we make it positive? Because they are already the same. So that's why there is no need for me to consider the lowest power, except for if it is to look for the negative. So I'm not going to worry myself with that. I'm worried about how to make it positive, because already they are the same. Okay, so fortunately enough, there is a law of exponent, right, in math, that is going to help us, right? So I'm going to make it positive exponent in this format, right? So now they are the same. So now they are the same, no need to worry about anything. Okay, they are the same, they are both positive, right? So I'm going to let k with ease equal to, let k, sorry, with ease, let k be x to the power of 1 over 5. 1 over 5. So I'm gonna have 3k minus 1 over k is equal to 2. So you see how easy um, it became. So easy. So right now we are going to multiply everything by k. Okay, 3k times k minus 1 over k. Multiply all of that by k, and we multiply the 2 by k. So this gives us 3k squared, and that cancels. We're left with just 1 is equal to 2k. So let's continue a little bit. So what we have, we're going to get something like this. When you put this in standard form, we have something like this. So if this is possible to factorize, factorize. If not, just use the quadratic formula. So guys, we're gonna stop here for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, go ahead and thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And let me tell you guys that if you're on Facebook, we are on Facebook as well. Just go and search for basic math page on Facebook. You're gonna find these kinds of videos on our page, Facebook page, that is called basic, or named basic math page. All right, so thank you guys for your support. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming and watching these videos. All right, so you guys have a blessed day wherever you are, and whatever that the time that you have where you are. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.